The mortar and pestle makes potions. The mortar and pestle has cures for every illness, from ataxia to whitbane. Thank you. Here, let an old alchemist pass on some of her secrets to you. Let me know if you come.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. Ah, hello there, traveler. Come to the Night Gate for food or lodging? This old place? Huh. Been here forever. Built by my great-granddad. Run by him, then all the way up the line to me. Nah, not so much. The odd traveler on the road. But mostly just old full-time. Come to drink away a lifetime of bad memories, I'd wager. Of course, there's the orc. Long-term tenant, that one. For what he pays, I could afford to shut this place down. Him? Oh, name's, Balablob, or, Malaklob, one of them funny orc names. Talks real good, though. Not a savage at all. Said he's a writer. Don't know what kind of job that is, but it must earn him some pretty coin. He's paid up for the next few months. He mostly just hangs about. Goes down to the lake, sometimes samples the stores of wine in the cellar. Man can do whatever he pleases, far as I care. Anything you need, just holler.
Speak up already. Not unless you brought some real ale with you.
Hello? Enough. What are you talking about? This is my first one. What, me? No, really. This is my first drink. It's this damn hammer's fault. I know. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? I can't explain it, but whenever I use this hammer, I end up feeling, well, hammered. The more I use it, the drunker I feel. Last week, I got jumped by some bandits, fended them off, but woke up here in the inn. Stop using the hammer, you say? Well, that would make sense now, wouldn't it? Problem is, this old girl and I have been through quite a lot together, and I've never been able to find a fitting replacement for her. Well, sure, if you happen upon a nice-looking hammer, I could give her up. It would have to be something special, though.
Hey, Hadring. Tell
And
your
if you
dog
do,
to his business
I could see
outside.
fit to give my old hammer to you in compensation. Sound like a deal? Fantastic. You might check out the Smiths in Whiterun, Solitude, or Windhelm. They'd be likely to have something fitting, perhaps. I'll be here.
I've got your back.
Hold on. Are you alright? You look like you got ataxia. I'm not a priestess, but I did read Withershins back in the year 199. Well, good for you. Withershins was a terrible book anyway. The name's Colin. What can I do you for? Not much of a talker. No, Morris, that one's a talker. He won't shut up about his dead wife and the corpse he calls his manhood. Okay, so I lied. I talk. But I also get things done. So, if you got things need slaying, I gotta steal to slay 'em. Well, more like you got the iron. About time.
I'm right behind you. Still. I'm right behind.
I value my pride. I really don't mean to be rude, friend, but I'm not feeling particularly sociable.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Greetings, sister. You look weary. I have something to help. The finest skooma, the sweetest moon sugar, at a fair price, of course. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You're as good as dead.
The roads of Skyrim to many things. Bring your coins, but do not bring trouble. This one needs something? There it is. Ah, home. If you ever need the skills of a Khajiit warrior by your side, I would be honored to travel with you. Until then, here. This is for you. In thanks. Then lead on, friend. Khajiit guards your back. Khajiit will follow.
Still here. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Really?
If anyone sneaks up on us, I will shoulder some of your burden. I will follow. Khajiit guards your back. You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
heard they're on guard. Dragons breathing fire in the sky. Vampires brazenly attacking people on the
What do you need? If you've business with the Jarl, I'd ask that you speak to me first. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward. There aren't any houses for sale in Morthal, but if you're interested, I could sell you land in the Hold where you could build your own house.
That's right. Who's invisible? Me. Oh, you're a wizard? I mean, you cast that spell just now, yeah? I was hoping you could make me invisible or something. Can you? Make me invisible? Really? I mean, I still feel like I'm here. Okay, great. Now I'm finally going to have some fun around here. Bye. Wow, look at all the...
Khajiit got your back.
Well, that was embarrassing. Brought to the ground by a couple of weak little bandits. I even had a plan, too. I was going to charge in and catch them off guard. Take all the thinking out of it. Only I tripped on the stairs on the way up. Story of my life. I nearly fell over the edge before one of the bandits, of all people, pulled me back. Then the two of them started using my face as a target dummy. The sad thing is, if we fought in an empty room, I could slay a dozen of these jesters, as clean and easy as the snow and frost fall. But out here, sometimes I feel like I'm fighting underwater. Nothing ever seems to go right. That is good advice, but hard to take when there is so much of it. The surroundings. Can't keep track of it all and concentrate on my opponent. I'll be fine. If there's one thing I can handle, it's a beating. My sister Bertilde always said I was tougher than a mammoth and half as smart. She was a real slaughterfish, my sister. People who are willing to tell the truth when it's cold and hard and naked on a fork. They usually are. It's been a long time since I've seen her or my brother-in-law. Maybe it's time to stop adventuring and come back home. I just need a couple of hours to get my stamina back. I know it's hard to believe given what happened, but I'm a strong fighter. Hell, people say I'm one of the most promising warriors to come from the Pale in a long time. Someday, I will prove them all right.
If
you
anyone
want, we can
sneaks
talk
up
at
on
length
us,
later. But
I'll
first I
smell
want to
them
get back to
coming.
Dawnstar.
Or
I'll be staying
I
at my
might not.
sister
We will
Bertilde's.
see.
And the name's Tikrid, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
You are taking us somewhere warm, right?
Thank you again.
I work steel, weapons mostly.
Oh, it's you again. Thank you for earlier. I'd appreciate if you kept some of the more embarrassing details to yourself. When I was younger, I trained in the barracks as a sword maiden. Many believed I would eventually serve Skull the Elder as his housecarl. But the position was filled by a man named Yod, a great warrior and former Imperial Legionnaire. Yod was part of a naval garrison that fought off the Dalmor as their ships attempted to establish a beachhead on the northern coast. As a result, he's revered and loved by the people, the guards, and more importantly, the Jarl himself, a true hero of Skyrim. Except I know I'm a better fighter than Jod. He may have been a great warrior in his time, but now he gets by on reputation and myth. And while I realize there is something almost cruel about slaying a man's reputation, sometimes it is the only way. I know one thing. People would have hated me for it. We all want to think our heroes are infallible. Maybe that's why Skull decided to put a stop to all the talk. He told the guard captain to get rid of me. Said there was a hole in my defense. So do people, and so do dreams. I've seen too much of the world to want to be cooped up in a longhouse, listening to nobles and farmers petition the Jarl for lower taxes. As a bounty hunter, I can still serve the Hold and the Jarl while traveling across the Pale, and honor the spirits to whom I've pledged my sword. I know, bounty hunters put their lives on the line almost every day, and only reap from the blood they sow. When I was a guard, I gotten into hundreds of battles, fights, and scuffles, but never with my life on the line. Safe
I helped my husband run the... I married Rustleaf when he was in Hammerfell, apprenticing under my father. Not much. I came here a few years ago from Hammerfell when I married. The land is beautiful, but I can't stand this cold. I don't know how Rustleaf manages it. Before... Eat anything.
If anyone sneaks up, I'll smell them coming.
What are you doing? Any luck locating those... Fantastic! I was concerned I had asked for too many, but I'm glad to see you proved me wrong. Let me at least give you something for your efforts. Finding all of these couldn't have been easy. Or cheap. Come visit again sometime.
If anyone sneaks up on us,
I've got your back.
Khajiit got your back.
Still here.
It's a fine day with you around. If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. Falk said I could count on you. You have more than earned the right to purchase property and take the next step to becoming a Thane. Speak to folk when you have the funds, and thank you.
May the gods watch over your battles,
And
friend.
my husband.
I won't Do you have business? Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Eriker. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You do well to remember that. Anyone with a stout heart like yours is welcome here.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn? Dragons breathing fire
Hello,
in the
I'm
sky.
Eldar, owner of Eldar's Junk
brazenly
Emporium at
attacking
White
people on
Watch
the
Tower.
street.
See me at my
It's the
store
end
if
of the
you want to
world,
leave
I
any
tell
of the
you.
junk you find on your travel. That's right, a flat fee of 20 gold for taking your junk off your hands. I'll also take any items of acceptable value. Now, you can hand over any items to me, or you can leave them in the chest at White Watch Tower. It's all on the honor system. So drop what you can, take what you must. That's our motto here at Eldar's Junk Emporium. Why? Are you trying to muscle in on my business? That's right. Guards stationed day and night and all the weary travelers an elf could ask for. Worried? You must be mad if you think someone's going to risk the ire of the guard to steal a bunch of dirty bowls and forks. I meant no offense, traveler. But if you'd like to leave your needle and thread in the box, I'd, be willing to waive the fee. Until next time. I'll take my seat at the Jarl's table. When I do, the look on Ozesrt's face.
Still here.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag-ravens yet? Yorick's sister? Poor child. Magic runs deep in that family's bloodline. It's not always a blessing. Thank you for this. Something for your trouble. Make its winds blow you to fortune.
We heard about the vampire. Are there any victims? If so, I'd like a list of them.
Here. We found the 5th victim yesterday. Please, can you help us? Guards are terrified and we can't rely on them.
Don't worry. We, the Vigilance of Stendar, will deal with this vampire.
Thank you very much. Blessings of the 8th Divines upon you.
Good morning.
I've got your back.
Need something?
All of the victims were completely drained of blood. This is the work of a vampire, a newly turned one at that. I'll take a more thorough look at the notes. In the meantime, you should search for anyone suspicious in the city. There is no connection of magical nature between them. All I can say is that they were all male. Our activities are tolerated here in Skyrim, and with shortages of guards because of the Civil War, our efforts are welcome for now. Bodies of victims are found every day. Only newly turned vampires act so impulsively.
Until next.
Not anymore, thanks to you. For what? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Bits and baubles for sale, all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
Took years.
Bits
but I
and
earned my
baubles for
wages
sale,
upon.
all
I own
crafted
Shield
by
for
the
a
best
farm, you see.
blacksmith in
Very
Skyrim.
successful business.
You take care of yourself.
Well met, kinsman. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall. Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle.
Treat yourself.
What are you looking at? Afraid of you? No. Even if you are mad.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some.
I bet you could swing these dragons. I bet you could do anything.
When the surrendered to the All-Merry Dominion, saved us all.
Lady,
Could you spare a coin?
Would you like my sweet rolls? They're delicious. Thank you very much. Could you close your eyes for a moment? I'm very shy.
Be careful.
What do you need, my friend? You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Yes?
Ah, so that's why you look so refreshed. Honestly, I expected something like this from you. Anyway, a prostitute. Well, our work here is done. I think I will look for some kind of refreshment as well.
Until next time. What do you... What do you need? What... Need?
I'm right behind you. Still here.
Khajiit got your back.
Let's get going then.
You're the werewolf, right?
Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff? Until next time.
Hello there, fellow traveler. One itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service. Smell that fresh air?
What do you need?
Truly.
A few hours ago, a house outside city walls was destroyed by a Daedra. Reports say people heard it laughing, and that it's still in there. A woman who may have summoned it has also been seen there. Our mission is to defeat that Daedra and seize its summoner. Let's go.
I'll have 4 bottles of
Until next time.
berries, 7 bottles of Alto, and venison with bitter green sauce.
Are you good?
Yes?
Citizen, I'm warning you. Your presence is interfering with Imperial business. Begone. Citizen, I'm warning you. Your presence is interfering with Imperial business. Begone.
I am Vernacus, he who cannot be touched. Cower before me, pitiful mortal! You're scared. I can smell your fear, wretch! But don't expect mercy from me. True power lies in crushing the weak with all the strength of the powerful. Scream for me, mortal!
Don't do that. Yes?
Damn it! She already escaped. But if she was able to summon Vernacus, her conjuration skill must be immense. I will return to the inn and collect all I can about this summoner. Return to me when you're ready.
I'm right behind you. What's the hurry?
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Good morning.
There was an incident with a Daedra in the inn in Windhelm. It might be related to our investigation. We should check it out.
Farewell.
I've got you. I'm right behind you.
Got some good pieces. The finest weapons and armor. Don't forget to check inside if you need anything.
Still here.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
You find a good replacement for old cake breaker yet? You replacement for old cake.
On your friend.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the
You're
fire
that
and I'll
visitor
set
been
someone
poking around. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood trader is back to the...
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
Careful.
Hey, watch it!
Close the door. Now we can talk.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I will not. We will see.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere. I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. I'll explain what I want when I want. Got it? You'd already be dead if I didn't like the look of you when you walked in here. But I had to know if the rumors about you were true. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. Yes, we're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty. And I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You should know. You got the map for me from Bleak Falls Barrow. The Dragonstone was a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, down in the Gerals near Riften. The one at Kynes Grove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynes Grove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynes Grove.
I'm right behind you.
Today's coming dawn. The age of aggression is just about done.
Orgnar, I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I get back.
We'll drive out the storm.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. That's her business, not mine. Probably not yours either. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Right. Happy trails.
Did you hear that? Travel together or split up in the thing. Your choice. If my analysis is correct, the dragon buried near Kynes Grove will be the next to come back to life.
You've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Windcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
Kajitka.
You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Vingra Crossis Strundul Oth Ibalan Lo Ran Now. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you. Your training proceeds well. We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a Dragonborn who has accepted our guidance. The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar, before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim. Ah, I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue as we are. This is a rough translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kyne, in the name of Shor, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ysmir now, the dragon of the north. Hearken to it. You have learned so much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. But there are many words of power in Skyrim, carved in the dragon tongue. Even from here we can feel the Thu'um resonate from them. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience. Ask when you are ready to search. We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn of this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. When... Guide you.
I'm right behind you. Still here.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming.
I'm right behind you.
Divines bless you. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Divine smile on you, friend. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is strong. Avoid in the process, so be wary. Well done. Not many enchanters could...
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword.
Come to Dragon's
so I
Reach to
practice
discuss
with
the
my
ongoing
fists.
hostilities. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? If you've got the app, you should join the Mages College.
got a bad feeling about this.
Pay off my bounty this time. Oh, city of free man. Huh?
The traveler came to this land not as a visitor or a pilgrim, but a prisoner bonded by fate. Yet she comes before me now as an arbiter, not just of her own fate, but the very world's. For when she speaks, the clouds part, the seas boil, and the earth trembles at her feet. Welcome to my humble abode, Dragonborn. How may I be of assistance? What you seek is knowledge, Dragonborn. You must first acquire knowledge before you can learn. You must first learn before you can understand. However, even when you achieve understanding, you have taken but the first step towards true wisdom. For wisdom comes not from understanding, but the challenging of its merits. Congeniality is a totem with many faces. There are those who use it to ingratiate, and those who employ it to master duplicity. It can be a show of kindness, a perfunctory gesture, or an admission of fear. But I digress. That is an answer you already know. To answer what you do not, my name is Zarlok. I once walked the path of the Greybeards, but now I follow my own. A single point of contention, but a fundamental one. The Greybeards insist on a path of non-violence. While ostensibly honorable, it is a path that defers the responsibility of higher thinking by adopting an easy absolute. I offered to share this sanctuary with them in peaceful coexistence. They chose death. I have some knowledge of the Thum, but I am hardly a master. Only the Dragonborn has the innate ability to absorb the soul of a dragon, and with it, the essence of the Thum. It is a gift and a curse. You have been granted power, but endured none of the training to achieve it. The body and the mind are inexorably linked. To train one is to train the other. To become strong is to appreciate the value of effort. It is that discipline one earns to gain the power that provides the wisdom to know when to use it. This is not to say you cannot train your minds to responsibly wield the body the Divines have granted you. I suspect that is why they have brought you here, to gain what was lost. I trust you know of its weight, but are not yet capable of grasping the full extent of your actions. Few ever do. However, it is enough that you consider the repercussions of your choices, as that alone will guide you toward decisions that are righteous. And may the Divines grant you the strength to vanquish evil, and the wisdom to recognize it.
I've got your back.
So, have you gotten...
What's the hurry?
What is it? What has happened to the Gilder Green? I have traveled long here to worship beneath its branches.
It was taken by a lightning strike. Wish I had time to deal with it, but it's hard enough with all these wounded from the war.
Please, don't just let it stay like this. It's disgraceful.
I really don't have time to deal with you right now. Please just let me get back to my work.
But this is supposed to be your work.
Pain is so great.
Oh. So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag ravens yet? Oh, Well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back. Of course I'm glad you did. Now... I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next steps? Eldergleam Sanctuary Grove is to the east of here. You can use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
I'm right behind you.